Did the transfer of 69.9 billion to the National Treasury make PhilHealth an economically viable guarantor of the people's access to quality and affordable health care and protection against financial risk?
Your Honor, the amount transferred to...
Can you just please go direct to the point? Yes or no?
Sorry, Your Honor. Again, Your Honor, 60 billion pa lang po na transfer po natin.
Pa lang?
Opo.
Konti lang, no?
60 billion po.
All right, 60
po.
billion,
Opo.
not 69?
Yes po.
Ilan ba gusto nating i-transfer?
It is estimated, Your Honor.
All right, so
89.
what is your short answer to my short question?
Your Honor, sorry, Your Honor. PhilHealth's nag-operate si PhilHealth po, Your Honor, in the year 2024.
Did it help PhilHealth's financial condition? Did it upgrade your financial level when you transferred the 60 billion to the National Treasury?
Your Honor, despite the transfer, Your Honor, PhilHealth's investable fund from 498 in December 2023 and versus December 2024, Your Honor, of 492 billion.
So what is your answer, no? Or
Your
yes?
Honor,
Yes or no?
Your Honor, very sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, PhilHealth operates the program, Your Honor, expanding the benefit payment.
All right.
Tumaas pa
So
siya.
I will go to my next question.
Yes po.
Did the transfer of this amount to the National Treasury reduce the deficit of PhilHealth in the amount of 663 billion plus in 2023?
Your Honor, if you are talking...
Just a straight answer,
Sorry
Mr. Senior Vice President.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes.
Apology po. Of course, Your Honor, the 60 billion that we transferred reduces...
Yes or no? Yes or no? My question is so simple and it is answerable only by yes or no.
Your Honor, it reduces, Your Honor.
It reduces the deficit, even though, yes, did I hear it right? Your transfer of 60 billion to the National Treasury reduced your deficit.
Your Honor, I think baliktad sa Your Honor. Because it reduces our accumulated revenue. And of course, kung sa total members' equity, Your Honor, tumaas pa siya, Your Honor.
You know, Mr. Senior Vice President, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Your excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, but of course, we cannot segregate or separate that from your earlier statement that you have read the law and the law does not prescribe the factors that the PhilHealth Board should consider. So that's why, in my view, it is addressed to the business judgment. We're talking here of business judgment. And I have been in the boards of many companies, and I have seen the various ways business judgment can be exercised. Some people can be conservative. Some people can be aggressive. I would say that I will not. Let's say, if I were in the PhilHealth Board, I will not set a high reserve fund if I am confident that I can get political support for a bigger subsidy for PhilHealth, because there is no limit to the subsidy that government can provide to PhilHealth, Your Honor. And if I may also mention, the liabilities of PhilHealth are guaranteed by the Republic of the Philippines. This just gives me the impression that, from your statement, that the reserve fund, the amount that the board may fix, would depend on something that may or may not come, like the subsidy of the government. You have first to negotiate. And even after you have negotiated, there is no certainty at all that the subsidy you would like to receive will be given by the government. That is my impression from your statement.
Well, actually, I was referring to many variables that may be considered by the PhilHealth Board, Your Honor. Actually, if you so require me, Your Honor, I can share materials, including a report of the World Health Organization in 2010 on health system financing, which discusses how moving toward a universal health care is fundamentally a political process.
Yes, that leads me to my next question. Your statement was, it is settled that social health insurance is a matter of political negotiation. You know, honestly, this is the first time I've heard of this. I've always believed that health is non-negotiable. And can you please respond if it is settled in jurisprudence or law that
No,
health insurance is a matter of political
well,
negotiation?
This I'm referring to these materials from a World Health Organization report in 2010. I can share the
So
materials, Your Honor.
you are saying that it is settled. Settled by who? Where?
Oh, it's like a general understanding. That's what I
Alright.
mean, Your Honor.
All right, so there is no jurisprudence, there is no law.
No, Your Honors. But
Yes.
one administration can do better than others. And I can say that this administration has done better than the past. I think I look at the numbers, and just for 6 years, from 2016 to 2022, PhilHealth's corporate operating budget increased by 25%, from 126.4 billion to 168 billion.
All right, that's well
While-
taken.
For 3 years of this administration, from 2022 to 2025, PhilHealth's corporate operating budget increased by 41%, from 168 billion to
All right,
284
noted.
billion.
And I would appreciate, the court would appreciate if you will include that as one of your submissions to the court.
Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
So, when you speak of government subsidy, do you refer to the funds coming from PAGCOR, Syntax, PCSO, DOH appropriations, or government subsidy that is altogether separate and distinct from
Well,
these sources?
Actually, the Section 37, Section 37 of the Universal Health Insurance Act, Your Honor, says that all the amount necessary to implement this universal health insurance shall be sourced from
Yes.
those
So
that you-
my question I would like to repeat is, when you speak of government subsidy, do you speak of the funds coming from PAGCOR, from Syntax, from PCS or DOH appropriations, or government subsidy that is independent from these sources altogether?
Actually, all those sources of funds, Your Honor, they are implemented through the provisions also under Section 37.
Yes.
It says, the last paragraph, Your Honor, it says, the amount necessary to implement the provisions of this Act shall be included in the General Appropriations Act
Correct.
and shall be appropriated under the DOH and the national government subsidy to PhilHealth.
Correct. So, is it safe to say that this is an automatic appropriation every single year? Because the funds need not be fixed anymore by the Congress, because the amounts are already fixed by law.
Well, my understanding of the
So,
section...
is it the subject of automatic appropriation every year?
The law doesn't mention automatic appropriation, Your Honor.
Can you please read the provision?
Well,
Yes.
the first part says, Your Honor, the amount necessary to implement this act shall be sourced from the following. And then
Yes.
it's an enumeration of the sources, Your Honors.
All right. And the first one is the total incremental Syntax collections. And in relation to 10351, it says that after deducting the allocations under Republic Act 7171 and 8240, 80% of the remaining balance of the incremental revenue derived shall be allocated for the universal health care under the National Health Insurance Program, the attainment of the Millennium Development Goals and Health Awareness Program. Is that not automatic?
From the PhilHealth's perspective, Your Honor, it receives the appropriations for premium contributions of...
I'm not even
Yes.
speaking about premium contributions. I'm just speaking about the sources coming from Syntaxes, from PCSO, from PABCOR.
Because the last paragraph of this provision, Your Honors, also specifies the mode of operationalizing this provision. And it says...
How?
It says the amount necessary to implement the provisions of this act shall be included in the GAA.
Of course, it should be
Yes.
indicated in the GAA, because by then, the amounts would have been certain already. All right. So, at any rate, from your statement last time, I gathered that the higher the amount of subsidy you expect from the government through the so-called political negotiation, the lesser the amount of reserve funds you will earmark coming from the accumulated assets of PhilHealth. Is that correct?
coming, the higher the
Yes,
No,
the higher you expect from the
The-
government through the so-called political negotiation, the
I'm-
lesser the amount of reserve funds you will earmark coming from the accumulated assets of PhilHealth.
I'm
So, is that correct?
I don't remember that, Your Honor, but I know that the practice of PhilHealth, Your Honor, has been to set the reserve fund equal to or lower than
Yes,
the ceiling.
but you forgot about your statement already. We just read it back, and I don't wish to read it back again. Anyway, from your statement as well, the amount of reserve funds, it would seem to me, does not depend on the amount of PhilHealth's accumulated revenues, but on the amount it expects to receive from the government, which is a mere expectation that may or may not become real.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can't. I can't remember saying.
All right, it's okay.